Northwoods police officer is behind bars tonight. Samuel Davis is accused of beating, kidnapping, and pepper spraying a man. News 4 was first to tell you about the incident earlier this month. Now with the charges, News 4 investigator Susan Elcori is deep diving into the investigation and explains why this officer was picked up hundreds of miles away from St. Louis.
It all started here at the Northwoods Police Department, where investigators say now former officer Samuel Davis allegedly kidnapped and beat a man, all when he took that man into custody and never told anyone at the department. We're learning Davis was arrested at another police department when he walked in and applied for a job. This Walgreens in St. Louis County is where a 4th of July run-in with Officer Samuel Davis ended with a man found bloodied and beaten, and weeks later, Davis in jail. New court documents detail the alleged assault. Investigators with the St. Louis County Police Department say Davis took a man into custody at the Walgreens in Northwoods. Police aren't saying who the man is or why Davis put him in handcuffs. They say Davis drove almost 4 miles away to an empty lot at Martin Luther King Boulevard and Hugo Avenue. Police claim Davis pepper sprayed the man, hit him with a baton, and ordered him to not return to Northwoods. A woman driving by called 911 and snapped these photos of the man she says is named Charles. Police say the man suffered serious injuries, including a broken jaw. The lot where Davis allegedly attacked the man is out of his jurisdiction and in the city of Kinloch. Police records say Davis turned off his body camera, never told dispatch he had someone in custody, and didn't write a police report. Northwoods Police Chief Dennis Sharif sat down with News 4 days after the alleged assault.
I want to be as transparent as I can.
On Monday, after Davis was arrested, we tried to talk to Sharif. An employee said he was in a meeting. He later sent us a statement writing, "Words can barely begin to express the disappointment and the failure of what appears to be a reckless disregard for the humane treatment of others and the solemn duties of a law enforcement officer." He goes on to say this incident is directly contrary to the core values, goals, and policies of our police department and of the city of Northwoods. News 4 Investigates uncovered Davis, who's 26 years old, previously worked as an officer for the North County Co-op at the Veneta Park Department. His name shows up on this roster from 2021. Tracking other departments he may have worked at isn't easy in Missouri. Under state law, an officer's personnel files are confidential. On top of that, the state doesn't have a central system for the public to see if an officer has moved around. The only way to know is to ask each department if an officer worked there. Davis was arrested Monday in Fayetteville, North Carolina. News 4 Investigates found out he was picked up by the police department at their training center. A police spokeswoman told us Davis applied for a job. They discovered he had a warrant in St. Louis and arrested him. Right now, Davis is being held at a county jail in North Carolina. We're told once he's brought back to St. Louis County, he'll be held on a $750,000 cash bond. In Northwoods, Susan Elcori, News 4 Investigates.
You can read more from the chief and the county prosecutor inside Susan's story on your KMOV News app. We'll also note Missouri lawmakers have been pressured to curb what is known as muni shuffling, where an officer is rehired by a new department after being accused of misconduct or even being fired. Right now, there is no easy way to track when an officer moves to another department.